Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of Across the Line. Today I'm here with Jeremy Jackson, the board president for Camp Stix, and we'll be asking him some questions. So first, Jeremy, can you tell us about the story of Camp Stix?
Yeah, Camp Stix is it's a summer camp that is for kids with diabetes and started 25 years ago, and we've been going strong, providing that camp experience. It's also expanded into like outreach, and we have a Camp Twigs, which is for like little kids. So really kind of proud of where it's going and how long it's been, the history.
Yeah. And then all of the staff members have different names, such as yours being Jambon. Can you tell us the story of your name and then why it's important for staff members to have these names?
Yeah, so I'm not actually sure why we have the camp names. I know it's like a camp culture thing.
Yeah.
The fun part about it is kids are always trying to figure out like what all the leaders' real names are, and so that they try and keep that under tight wraps. I think social media kind of makes that a little harder. My name, Jambon, actually means a French ham, because the person that named me thought that I was like silly and like a ham. So you kind of sometimes you don't love your name, but eventually, like, you know,
It grows on you.
yeah, it grows on you. So then you own it now. I put it in the middle part of my email signature, so it's in my middle name now.
And then can you tell us about the story how you became board president for Camp Stix?
Yeah, so really kind of a roundabout journey. I actually was in grad school and started volunteering at camp, and I was actually doing a nutrition and exercise physiology degree. And so I started in the kitchen. I was making all of the specialty food diets, and then just kind of began to help with leadership. And I think when you care about something, your capacity kind of expands, and I think I actually just did a little bit better in working with people and maybe more a little bit of the business side of it. So kind of began to, got invited to be on the board and was really excited to help in that way. And then eventually just became board president.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And as board president, what are maybe some goals you have for the camp in the future?
So my biggest goal, our goal is to have this camp experience so that kids are always, they have a place where they can like find community, get education, and really diabetes or any chronic disease can be isolating. Making sure that there's always that space for them to have that camp is really important.
Yeah.
And so I think as board president, it's always kind of about making sure that we have the resources we need, making sure that like different people that are taking on leadership roles are empowered, to just make sure that kids have that experience.
Yeah. Is there been a favorite moment or a favorite tradition you've had at your time at Camp Stix?
So I think one of the things that I was kind of most proud to observe, there's always like silliness. Like silliness is like a critical part of camp, and I think it's a critical part of us having a life that we enjoy. But one of my favorite things is I actually got to witness, there was a little girl, and she was probably about 6 at the time, 6 to 9, somewhere in there. I remember her being little. And then there was this nurse practitioner that was there. And I remember like they sat down to do like diabetes, to like figure out like how much medicine you need, all that kind of stuff. And this nurse practitioner was like, well, what do you think? What are you gonna do? What game do you wanna go do? Do you think you have enough food? And it was really this empowering moment where this little girl was, like her experience was just troubleshooting with the doctor. And I think that's amazing because they were really doing diabetes as a team. And I think that actually is like a great example of what empowering these kids is about.
Yeah, and how can we, as our community here at St. George's and the greater Spokane community, help best support Camp Stix?
Well, first, thank you for asking that question. I love that. We'll always take support. I think one of the biggest things that can be done is we're having a big auction, so we're always trying to, you know, any like people can donate to that. Anybody that's like looking to get into any kind of medical career, like you could volunteer. If you are fun and silly, like you could volunteer as a camp counselor. So really just like any gift that you have, we want to empower that. And so finances or volunteering, that's an amazing way to do it.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for your time. We greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, I really appreciate being able to come here.
Yeah. My name is Colin Brennan, and thank you for joining us on another episode of Across the Line.